Hello everybody, I am back and boy, it's been quite a week, I'll have to say. My grandson was just picked up by his dad, and his dad lives about, I would say, 30 minutes away. So this is the first time that I've had a chance really to be alone to videotape since my last video when he went fishing with his uncle. But I do have him in the summer, most days, Monday through Friday. There are some days that his dad's family has him. But anyway, I am just going to do a little whip and chat today. And I'm finishing up the flowers that I had started a couple days ago. I'm down to the last square and a half, and then this whole thing will be completed. I can't raise my phone right now too high because I have it connected to a power bank, and I didn't realize when I set up to do a whip and chat that I hardly had any battery left. So hopefully you can see enough of what I'm doing with the camera lowered as far as it is. I am working right now with some pink right in through here, and I don't know, my brain is kind of tired. Entertaining children can be a little bit tiresome, but I'm very blessed to have my grandkids, like I've said before, to have them so close to me, and I want to savor every minute because they're only children for such a short time, and then they're adults for the rest of their life. So I am savoring every day. So how's everybody? It is, what day is today? It is Thursday. Tomorrow will be a day to myself. I don't even know what I'm going to do tomorrow. There's so many things I want to do, but maybe I'll just stay home and diamond paint. I don't know. Doesn't sound like too bad of an idea. Just relax. I was thinking about a half an hour ago when Matthew got picked up that I would take a nap because I was up till 1:30 in the morning diamond painting. I just didn't want to stop. And I was excited because we went to Dollar Tree last night and I found all the Dollar Tree diamond paintings that I have seen on video that my Dollar Tree was out of. I knew they carried them because it said online that the store had them, but when I would go to the store, I couldn't find them. But I knew that because I had found those two that I showed on an earlier video that I wasn't crazy about, that eventually the butterfly, the landscape, and the tulip would show up. And it did, and they had the shelf fully stocked. So I went ahead and bought 5 of each. I'm going to do 1 of each to show it as a sample, and then I'm going to have them available at my paint party if they want to do something small and quick. I am going to have that, and as well as instruction on how to seal a painting, because I feel like we can get through the entire painting in the couple hours that we have there, at least for the partials. I know 2 of them, the butterfly and the landscape, is a full canvas. I'm not sure about the tulip, but I would like to give them a hands-on experience of how to seal the painting, which isn't very difficult. What else did I, oh, and I also found the little trinket boxes. So they had this kind with this very square, which mine had a little bit of a bowing on the sides. As you can see the bow, it kind of bows outward. This one's real straight, so that one will probably be easier to diamond paint. But they also had this kind. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hope that didn't make anyone motion sick. They also had this one. It's a little bit bigger than a Post-it. It's like a 4x4, I think. It opens with a hinge. It has a magnet right here, and it's probably about 2 inches tall. So I thought this would be easy to diamond paint. It's a larger area, as you can tell, the size difference, but it might be something that someone wants to do because there's more room inside. And I would say it's about 1 inch tall with the lid open. So I got those. I'm going to do the diamonds on those to show an example of what it looks like finished. And and while I'm showing you things, I'll show you what my granddaughter made for Father's Day. So I was telling you about the sculpting clay. So she did her handprint, and I just thought this was so cute. She painted it. She's got some sparkly glue paint right there. It's like an emerald green color. Let me flip that off for a minute because I really want to give you guys a better view of it. So she's got sparkling, and she did the painting. She picked the paints out. I did not help her. She did the pink hand all on her own, and then she picked out the blue. She did some of the green here and some of the green there and the yellow. She put that little orange splotch there. Kind of looks like a turkey. Maybe she intended to make this a turkey because it looks like she put an eye there. And then she only wanted a couple gems. So she put a little gem there, a little one there, a little teeny tiny one. Is it still there? Yeah, it got covered. I did seal it with some diamond painting sealer. And then we put the date on the back. Her mom did. And these are magnets. They're pretty heavy duty magnets, and the intention for the magnets is so that her dad could put this in his locker. But that's her little handprint. So you can see the size difference. And it just turned out so nice. This is such a nice clay to work with. It's very hard. It bakes in the oven at 275 for 30 minutes. When she put her hand impression on there, I was worried when it would bake that it would kind of lift and you wouldn't be able to see the handprint. But you could even see all the little, where you have creases in your hand. You probably can't see that on here. But it even made like the little creases in her hand. So detailed. And her knuckles, it just, I was so pleased with it. Now I don't have the one that my grandson made. He made a snake. I wish I had that to show you because he did such a good job. Maybe later I'll get it and show it the next time I do a video, unless his stepdad takes it to work before I can do that. But anyway, what I have here is my light tray, and one of the content creators that I just subscribed to, and she had subscribed to me, had told me about these storage containers. I only ordered a tiny bit, 8 of them, and I think it was like $9.99, but I'm really sorry for not being able to see everything because my camera is situated so low, but it's little boxes with lids. They have the grid. They snap closed. There. So you have to push, so you have to lift, and when you close it, you have to push it down. But what she was saying is these fit, so let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so there's 8 of them in this box. And this is the box, Forever Young. I got it on Amazon. And like I said, I think it was $8.99 or $9.99, maybe $8.99 for that 8-piece. Yeah, because I remember thinking they were $1 a piece. Now I have this light up tray, as you can see, and I just love it. The only thing that I would say is a little bit of a negative is it's heavy. And I like my diamond art trays because they're light, but I like having the light inside. But if you have a whole system of these trays, which you can buy large quantities of these, and you can even buy the little racks that they sit in, the shelving units, so that you can just pull them in and out. You could label them and you can just take them in and out. You don't even have to pour them into these twinkle trays. These fit so perfectly inside the twinkle tray. And I owe this, her name is Jeannie, Jeanne. She'll probably watch this video. I can't remember the name of her channel, but I am going to post it below so that you all could check her out. I saw that she does lives also. But anyway, she showed this in one of her recent videos, how well these fit into the twinkle trays. And you can see that everything is lit up. You can shake it, and then when you're done, you have it ready to just snap closed, no pouring, which isn't a problem with this. It's got a really nice spout, and you can open and close it. But I just thought this was wonderful that these fit right inside. I had to go out and buy some of these to try it because I like the tray system a lot, but I took my tray system down because it wasn't really working for me that well, with my dog getting behind the shelving unit and almost tipping them over. But these have lids, so I might invest in these, and with the ease of just slipping them into the lighted tray and then taking them out and snapping them closed, I like that. Or you can pour them in the tray. So however you want to do it. Okay, so that was my show and tell. I always have a show and tell at some point or another in my videos, but I'm very anxious to get this finished because my plan is to get it framed, and I'm not sure if I'm going to buy a Walmart frame, probably, because this is an easy one to frame. It's a 40 by 30, and it fits the, if I'm not mistaken, the 12 by 16 or 18 inch. Let me think for a minute. It fits the, I'll tell you in a minute. Yeah, it fits the 12 by 16. And as far as what I'm going to put on the border, I'm not sure. I have patterned duct tape and floral pattern. I might use that because the frame I'm going to get is a black frame from Walmart. I think that's what I'm going to use. So when I get that framed, when I frame it, I will definitely let you guys see what that looked like. And hopefully it'll turn out okay. So my internet got knocked out yesterday, which, no surprise. They were digging up my driveway because I'm having my driveway extended so more cars could fit. And as they were digging the dirt, my internet went out, and I knew. My grandson ran to look out the window because we were waiting for the paver guys to get here. And he ran out to the other side of the house and looked out the window and said, "Grandma, the truck is out there. And I said, oh, great. I know what happened to our internet. And I went out there and, chit-chatted with the guy. They're doing 4 other jobs in my neighborhood. The same thing. 4 other people are widening their driveways. Because in these townhomes, they're only 1-car garages and 1-car driveway. And with 3 adults in the house, we have 3 cars naturally. And we're not allowed to park on the grass, of course. We're not allowed to park with our wheels touching the sidewalk. So the only thing that we could really do is extend the driveway out wide enough so 2 cars can park side by side and 1 car could park parallel to the house because the sidewalk cuts through the driveway towards the back end. We're allowed to do that as long as we don't put any wheels on the grass. So I talked to the guy and he apologized and he said that happened to the other houses too, that AT&T doesn't put their lines very deep. They're so shallow. He said, I was aware that that could happen and I tried to avoid it. And I said, that's all right. They're not going to charge me because we accidentally cut the line when we were digging in the garden to plant some plants. And we noticed how shallow the line was. But anyway, AT&T came out. So I had to stay home to make sure that, I was home for when they got here. The guy fixed it. The internet is back up. I was using my mobile hotspot for my bird so that he could continue to watch bird videos. And my daughter was using it so that the TV would play YouTube or whatever the kids are watching on the TV. So it wasn't a big inconvenience for us, really. It's just, kind of, sort of an inconvenience. We could live without it if we had to for a while, but mobile hotspot, it's a good thing. This canvas, even though I went over it with glue, with that adhesive glue for canvases, I'm still finding spots that are just not that sticky. I went over it a second time over here in this section because it was bad. And I thought, well, maybe I just didn't put the glue on thick enough. And I think that was the problem. I put it on too thin because it says put a thin coat on. But once I added another coat and let it dry, now it's pulling out my glue dot. Once I did it a second time, now I think I'm going to have to do the part I'm working in because it's terrible. I wouldn't recommend this company. I mean, maybe they have other canvases that are better, but this has just been really hard to work on. The only thing going for it is the colors. The colors are so pretty, and I'm really enjoying enhancing it with ABs. I think that the ABs are really making a really pretty difference. And how I'm doing my ABs is I decided that I would find a few colors close, real close to the natural color of what it should be. And then I would find the color that's in an AB that is identical in color. And I actually found 4. And what I did on my labels, if it was an AB that I was going to switch the color out for an AB, I put on the label AB. And then just looking at the color, I didn't have to mark what color it was because they're so different. Here's the white one, and I put AB next to G. So when I find the letter and I look in my kit, say it's F, I know that I'm using an AB for that. And then that one's the pink one. And then the one that I'm currently using is the purple. No, not the purple. I have it out, but that's a different letter. That is 4. So I just put AB on the sticker, and I know I won't forget that when I pull that color out to use it, oh, this one I'm using an AB. Actually, this is pretty funny. This is an AB that they gave me. So I'm using my ABs from Diamond Dots for that. I didn't know that they had given me an AB. The colors are slightly different. This one is more, the original one is more of a pink orchid, whereas this one is more of a purple orchid. How about that? I wish I would have noticed. I had no idea that that was an AB already. So that's good. That's good to see that, even though I've done almost my whole canvas now. So, so I'm on T. I don't want to forget here. What am I doing? Any more T's? I just looked over at the camera to make sure I was recording. I don't remember pushing that record button. My mind. Oh, but I am, of course. Okay, I think I got all the T's. So because I'm not using these right now as storage containers, because I only have 8, what I'm doing is I'm just pouring, because I wanted to try it in the holder. So then I just poured it in my Diamond Art Club, and then I'll just go ahead and pour it from there into here. Since this tray is easier to pour because it's lighter than the Twinkle tray, which the Twinkle tray is fine because the pour spout actually is better on the Twinkle than this one. So I probably would be better off doing that. You know, whatever works for you. I just thought that was really cool, and I'm seriously thinking about buying, I think it's a 60 set of these trays. And then I think it comes with, I could be mistaken, with the little slot holders. I really like that a lot. I love these. I love these so much. I may sell the system that I have, which it's 48 trays with the tower. I may sell that on a D-Stash group and buy these little Forever Young storage containers. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, next, F. Okay, so F is an AB. F is my pink AB, but as you can see, these aren't ABs. So I am going to take my pink ABs that I'm substituting for the regular, and they're pretty close in color. It's just that these are the Diamond Dots ABs, and these that came with this particular kit are just regular pink. They're pretty. They kind of have like a satin finish, but I am definitely going to use these. And I'm just going to pour these right into my Twinkle tray. Okay, I didn't think, but I can put my washi tape in here. That would make it even better. So, okay. So we're going to do F. Almost done with this second to the last square. I am going to finish this today because the night is young. It is just a little bit after 5. And I will stay up and finish this. I don't think there's more than a couple hours. If I don't, dilly-dally around, I can really probably knock it out in a couple hours. I'm not the fastest diamond painter, but we'll see. I did sign up for a new program that edits your photos. It's a collage maker. Oh, I don't have the name of it, but you can get a free trial for 7 days, and then it's $8.99. Wait, what is it? It's $8.99 a year, maybe $1.99 a month, $8.99 a year, or $16.99 for a lifetime. But it's not just a collage maker. If you've noticed the last couple of videos, I'm still learning how to use it, but my cover photo or my thumbnail, whatever you call it, you're able to, really spruce it up a bit. And it's very easy to use. You just go to editor. You have a couple selections. You can choose collage, or you could choose editor. And you edit a picture just like you would in your gallery of your phone. But it gives you more options than what your phone gives you, a whole lot more options, especially if you sign up. I just went ahead and did the lifetime. So I have all the enhancement features. And I did some collages for some of my pictures that I was sharing with friends. And for my thumbnail, I take a picture of, something that I'm showing in my video, or I just do a screenshot of something in my video, and then I just add my text, and I choose my font and my colors, the background color, the text color. You can add frames, so if you see like little flowers around the border, there's so many things you can do to it. And I always wondered how people got the cutest little thumbnails. Like, how did they do that? And I think that's how they did it. I could be wrong, but now I'm playing with it and I'm figuring out things. And like I said, it's not hard, and I'm not very tech savvy when it comes to doing stuff like that. Like I don't edit my videos. I tried doing it, and it was more frustration than what it was worth. And so I just put them out there and let the mistakes be had. Let everybody see the mistakes. But anyway, making the thumbnails are so much fun because I can really snazz it up. Now they have a video one associated with the same company or the same brand, because I clicked on the icon for video because I wanted to see if I could take pictures and turn it into a video, or I just wanted to see how it worked. But now that cost, a monthly charge or a lifetime charge or a yearly charge. And until I know what it does, I don't want to pay for anything. So my thought is to see if there's any YouTube videos on it or anything I can Google to find out more about what it consists of and, how it would look. And just basically, I'm curious to know what that video feature does. So I'll check that out. I'll have some time tomorrow to myself that I can focus and concentrate without a lot of interruptions and having to stop and do other things. But it might be worth it for me to subscribe to that as well. I just really love the Collage Maker, which is also a picture editor. So when I find out these things, I'll let you know. And I'll also, like I said, put it in the description. So if you want to just take a look at it, it is an app. So you go to the store, whether, if you're Android or your iPhone, you go to the store that matches your phone. And I just put in Collage Maker, and it had an assortment of them, and I don't know how I landed on the one that I got. I downloaded one or two, and I didn't really like them, because I think a year or two ago I tried it for my business when I was doing my resale business, and I really liked the way it worked, but I don't know why I got rid of it. I think maybe my trial was over. That's what I'm thinking, and I just didn't want to spend any money on it. But when I checked out some other ones, they didn't seem as easy to use as what I remembered from previous. And then I found the one that I landed on, and I was like, yes, this is more like what I was looking for. It's easy, and it's got a lot of choices, a lot of backgrounds, a lot of fonts, a lot of frames, it just had so much, and it was easy to understand. So, struggling with my glue dot here. It doesn't want to stay in. There. I had too much. You got to put such a very little bit, because if you put too much in, it'll pull out. You got to stick it in there really far. So anyway, like I was saying, I will post that link, or at least the name of it, so you can go and search it in your Google store or Apple store. Am I on F? Yes, I'm on F. And if you want to see some examples, just scroll through my videos, the cover or the thumbnail, and you'll see maybe the last 3 videos I used it, because I haven't had it that long. I got it this week, and just started using it. I was using what came with my phone, which is so very limited on what you can do, and it looks so, I don't know. I don't want to say unprofessional, because mine aren't professional at all, but it just looks so amateurish. Like it's not even that. It looks weird, just to put it bluntly. So we'll see. We'll see if I can figure out more features and get it even better. But I do this for fun. I don't sweat over it, really, even though it might sound like it. It doesn't bother me if I have a lot of people or I don't have a lot of people, because I don't do it for money. I don't do it for anything other than just like friendship. I love the community. I love, meeting people, and this is a great way to meet people, because I don't have to leave my house. Even though I don't meet them in person, I feel the friendship bonds, with the people that I have been watching for, the last 2 years, and some even just the last couple weeks. With them, commenting and giving me suggestions or ideas, or thanking me for sharing, or just little conversation. It's great. You feel like you've got friends out there that care, and they care enough to watch you, and they enjoy it. And that just alone is all I need. I don't need 1,000 people. And I don't even really know how many people. I haven't really checked to see. I couldn't tell you the exact number, and I don't even know. I might have 300, but I'm not really sure. lifting up the page. I'm finding all my F's. I don't think I have any. Oh, I got one hidden over here. And is that about it? That might be about it. Well, I'm going to stop for a little bit, get my dinner, and take the dogs out. And then I'm going to start diamond painting again. I might do a second video tonight. I'm not real sure. I might grab that snake that my grandson made for his stepdad and show it to you. I will probably be back. So you guys have a good evening. I might see you in just a little bit. If not, I'll definitely do a video tomorrow, which will be Friday. And until then, take care. God bless. Bye.